Hey people, D-Man here, and today I am reviewing Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to do a spoiler-free, then a spoilers on this movie really quick. So, basically, without spoiling this, Superman is just a movie about Superman, obviously. It has fairly good animation, fairly good voice acting. It referenced a few things in there. We get to see Lobo. We get to see Martian Manhunter, Superman, obviously, Lex Luthor, a vampire-ish type being that turns into a giant kaiju monster. It's pretty cool. So the voice acting, pretty good. I will say that much. They sounded like their characters, I guess. They referenced Batman a few times. Sadly, we never got to see him. And it turns out in this movie, Superman's cape and costumes kind of reference off of Batman. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty good. The animation's pretty good. And I enjoyed it. I wish there was a few more things in there, but, I enjoyed it. But yeah, if I were to rate this 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, 5 being just average, I'm gonna say it's a 7. It's a good watch, and it's pretty entertaining. Okay, now spoilers. Okay, so this story is basically an origin story for Superman. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there's a comic called Superman Age of Tomorrow, Man of Tomorrow, not Age of Tomorrow, Man of Tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure he's an old man in that one that gave up his powers or something. That's a comic book that's a comic, I think, somewhere. But yeah, it seems like it's more olden times, kind of, maybe a little bit. And the animation, it's not like the animation they do nowadays. It's a very good animation. Yeah, it's just not similar to movies I've seen them put out recently, but it's a very good animation nonetheless. The plot line is basically Superman. It's kind of his origin. It's not really his origin stories, but it's kind of like him coming out to the world. Lobo comes to track him down because he's the quote-unquote last Kryptonian. Of course, everybody that's ever watched Superman knows that that's not true. Everyone that's ever known Superman knows that he's not the last Kryptonian. He's one of the last Kryptonians. So Lobo says that he's trying to hunt him down, and then Martian Manhunter jumps in, and then Lobo tries to hunt him down. And he also finds out that he's not the last Martian. Because he's not, if you've ever seen, like, comics and stuff, usually he's not the last Martian. I think, Martian girl, or Martian lady, I forgot her name. She's a white Martian, which is kind of like a Martian, but just white, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the differences, okay? I'm not that, I'm not that into Martian Manhunter. I think they had a war or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, something like that. But yeah, basically, Lobo comes, he creates a vampire human by accident, then this vampire human, after he absorbs everything, turns into a giant kaiju monster, as I already said, and then ends up sacrificing himself for the greater good of the people in the city, because the nuclear or whatever kind of power plant that was just about to explode, and he sacrificed himself by absorbing all the energy, which is pretty cool. And Superman was, of course, weakened because he got absorbed by the vampire kaiju monster. So he was weakened. He couldn't do anything. Although, even if he was at full strength, I don't know how he would stop an explosion. Unless he would just lift up the whole thing and throw it in space, I guess. He could have done that. But I don't know how he would have stopped the explosion other than throwing it into space. But yeah, very, very good movie. Of course, they referenced Batman a few times, and I was hoping Batman would show up, like, at the end, or maybe in an end credit scene. That would have been really cool. But yeah, very good. And they referenced a few other characters in there, like, they said, like, people with super speed and all this kind of stuff. It's very interesting. It was a very good movie. I will say that much. It was a very good movie. So I would recommend you go watch it. I give it a 7 out of 10. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. Best way to keep up my content. Link down below to my Twitter. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.